Welcome to Lesson 3. We will be talking about ratios and proportions. Let's begin with ratios. Ratios show the relationship between two or more items. You can write a ratio in many ways. The first way is words. So saying that I have 3 to 5 is one way to write a ratio. You can also write the ratio using a colon. So in the colon, we're going to go, you write your first number first and the second number after. So the 2 represents the colon. Now you can also write this as a fraction, and order really matters. So the first number, oh, I'm just going to make a little note here. The first number to the second number, okay, hold on, let me write it a different way. So let's say we have a fraction. So you have your numerator over your denominator. If this was written as a fraction, you would write your numerator first. Sorry, if this was written as a ratio, you would write your numerator first, your colon, and then your denominator. So order really matters. So this would be 3 over 5. So in between, change that. That fraction line represents the colon or the 2. 3 is first, 5 is second, so it goes into the numerator. Okay, and then we can do the same thing. We can write the fraction as a ratio. Now it's your choice if you want to reduce it first or second, but I'm going to change this into a ratio first just so you can, if we're just working with ratios up front, you can you can reduce those down as well. So my first number needs to be in the numerator, which I believe I was using purple for. So we're going to write this 2250. Okay, so there are my numbers. And what I can do with these is you can reduce a ratio the same way you can reduce a fraction. So I noticed that both of these numbers end in 0. Therefore, I can divide both of them by 10. Well, 20 divided by 10 is 2, and 50 divided by 10 is 5. I can't reduce this down any further, so this is my final answer. Okay, so a lot of cooking recipes count for ratios. For example, when we cook rice, there's a certain ratio of water to rice that we should use. So here we have a soup recipe. We've got 12 cups of seasoned broth, 6 cups of diced vegetables, 4 cups of rice, and 3 cups of chopped chicken. So we're going to write our ratios. The first one is saying vegetables to chicken. So I'm going to do some highlighting here. Vegetables, I've got 6 cups of vegetables. To chicken, I've got 3 cups of chopped chicken. So I'm going to write this without any words. So there's 6 to 3 cups of chicken. That 6 is coming from what I highlighted in purple, and that 3 is coming from what I highlighted in blue. Now, both of these numbers can be divided by 3. This gives me 2 to 1. That's my final answer. Okay, I'm going to clear this highlighting so we can move on to the next one. We now want to do broth to rice. Okay, so I've got my broth in purple, 12 cups of broth to rice. Whoops, let's change that to blue. Rice, and I've got 4 cups of rice. Okay, so 12. And remember that 2 means colon to 4 cups of rice. Now these numbers can reduce down as well. I know that 12 can be divided by 4. So I'm going to divide both of these numbers by 4. It gives me 3 to 1. There is my final answer. I'm going to clear this highlighting here. Okay, the next one is vegetables to rice. So vegetables, 6 cups of vegetables to rice. Well, that's 4 cups of rice. We're going to write our ratio. It's 6 to 4. Okay, and both of these are even numbers, so I can divide them by 2. I end up with 3 to 2 as my final answer. Now this one here, the next one is a little bit unique. It's talking about chicken to the total ingredients. So we're going to have to add up the cups, the total cups. So I'm going to do some work here on the side. We've got 12. So whenever we're taking the total of something, we're going to add everything together. So 12 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, then you're going to plug that into your calculator. 12, and do this with me. I'm plugging it into my calculator right now. Pull out your calculators and plug it in right now. I get 25. Okay, so I'm just going to write 25 cups total. Let's do some highlighting. Chicken, well, I've got 3 cups of chopped chicken to 25 cups of total ingredients. So my ratio is going to be 3 to 25. And I actually cannot reduce this one down any further. So I'm just going to leave that one as is. Cool. Let me get you guys to try this one here. Write a ratio for the following. Cooking rice requires 3 cups of rice to 2 cups of water. So I'm going to do some highlighting for you. And the format in D2L is going to look something like this. 2 boxes. Okay, in the first one, you're going to go with the rice and then 2 water. All right, and I'll let you finish that